Hello there, welcome to the cosplay shop. My name's Jen, I'm going to be assisting you today. Yes, you'd already rang in, didn't you? Yeah. Let me just make sure I've got the right details here. So, what was your name? And how do you spell your surname? E-S. Okay, we've got it as A-S. Let me just change that. Okay, and is your phone number 02914736 Okay. Yeah, that's all fine. You paid in advance, didn't you? Oh, you had a gift card, okay. Yeah, well, have you done anything like this before? Okay, let me explain a little bit about what's going to happen. You gave us a few different cosplays that you would like to do. Yep, so I've gathered those behind me. And what we're going to do today is measure you all over for your height and things like your waist and wrists, also parts of your face in case you wanted to wear masks, your head if you want to wear wigs. Yes, so there's no rules, you don't have to wear a wig if you're cosplaying, you don't have to have all the different props and things. What I'm going to do is show you what we have and show you some props and things, and you can decide if you want to go ahead and buy any or maybe rent some for an upcoming event. Okay, so I'm just going to start with your measurements if that's okay. Do you know your current height? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get started measuring if that's alright. So I'm going to start with your inner leg, so if you just stand up straight for me. Perfect. Okay, so that one and that one. Okay, they're both the same. And now your outer leg. Yeah, just stand straight for me, that's perfect. Okay. And now if you could just hold your arms out, just straight in front of you. Is that all okay? You don't feel uncomfortable or anything? Okay. Now I'm going to measure from your collarbone to your hips. Okay, and across your shoulders. That's perfect. And now just your chest. Then I'm going to measure down your face. So that is, and then just across ear to ear. Right. Are you alright with me touching you? Okay. So, yes. Basically, what we're getting the measurements for is things like tops, if you want a tight fitting or loose fitting, sleeves or armour, anything like that, wigs or hats, glasses, masks. There's all kinds of things. Things like boot covers. Actually, do you have your shoe size? Is that UK size? Okay. Yeah, so next I am going to be using this little sticker to measure across your eyebrows. This is for masks and things, so let me see if I can undo this sticker. Okay. So it's just this. Let me just get rid of that bit. Just pop that in the bin. Alright. So that is let me take that off for you. Okay. Now for things like glasses or masks where the eyes have to be a certain distance, I am just going to measure that with this tool. So just stay still for me. That is 42. Does that feel comfortable, like where your eyes would sit? Okay. Right. Okay, so that is okay. Now I am going to measure around your wrists, so if you could just hold your hands out for me. Got a squeaky floor. Okay, so let's do your right wrist first. It is 18 centimeters. I will just make sure this one's the same. Okay. And then around your waist. Just get around your waist. Okay, and then your hips, because depending on the outfit you might have a belt or you might have kind of a sash that sits just on your hips. I mean, we all know that there's all sorts of wild outfits that these characters wear. So let me just get it around your hips. Okay. Hips. and then around your neck, so for things like necklaces, chokers, there's like scarves and things that need to be correctly fitted, or some masks that pull down and need to be tied. Let me just get this around your neck. I won't do it too tight, I promise. Tell me if it feels uncomfortable, okay? Okay. Okay. Then around your head. So just that all the way around. Yeah, does that feel okay? Not too tight. Okay. And then finally, just your ankles. So for things like boots, boot covers, sometimes it's like cuffs and things that some characters wear. Yeah, okay. So just get your ankles like this. And this one. Alright. So we've got height, inner leg, outer leg, arms, wrists, waist, hips, chest, shoulders, head, neck, chin, wing, eyes, ears, shoes, ankles. I think that's everything. Okay. So now for the exciting part. Yes, so I've picked out the different cosplays that you asked for, just to give you some idea of what the material is, what they look like, and whether you want to get props and wigs. We're not going to be looking at wigs today, but we can certainly do that next time if you want. Yeah, so next time, once you've chosen the cosplay, we can fit it to you so it's a perfect fit. Right, so let me show you the first one that you picked out. So this is the Boham cosplay. It does come with the earrings as well. That's a staple of hers. Yeah. So this consists of the crop top with the fur trim and then the sash skirt. What I recommend is safety shorts. If you don't own safety shorts, definitely get some. They're just really lightweight, almost spandex material that go over your underwear, and they're just a little bit longer than underwear. So as this has a very high slit in the sash skirt, the safety shorts will just be perfect. You can get them in various skin tones or in black or white, so yeah, just to, you know, keep everything hidden. So this is the top of this lovely silky material, and the end of the sleeves are cut out with the pattern. It's very pretty. Got the fur trim around the bust area, just like that. Let me show you the skirt. So the skirt has the same gorgeous pattern on that we associate with Boham from One Piece, and then it ties with a ribbon that goes through a buttonhole. So we would have to get this so that it fits you perfectly. Yeah, we don't want it being too loose or it will slide with it being such a slippery material. Yes, so because it's tied like that, the slit does go the entirety of the way up, hence the safety shorts. Yep, so that's that one. Pop that back on the hanger. Okay. Now, you did say that it was for summer events, right? Summer conventions and parties and things. So, yeah, from all of your suggestions, I did pick out the ones that were more lightweight and kind of less heavy fabric. I do have one that is slightly heavier, but I wanted to show you some that weren't as much. We don't want you overheating or anything. Yeah. So the second one I have to show you is Mirko from My Hero Academia, and that's the rabbit hero, isn't it? Yeah. So hers consists of a leotard. Maybe safety shorts wouldn't look right under this unless you have the skin tone ones. Maybe full coverage tights, or if it is a very hot day, just make sure that the leotard is firmly in place so you don't have to wear heavy tights or anything. But yeah, this one's really easy because it is just the one piece. And then we have the belt, which we will fit to your size. If it's too tight or too big, we'll make sure it fits perfectly. And it attaches very cleverly to the leotard with Velcro. There's a zip up the back, and it's an invisible zip, so when you put it on you can't see it. Like so. The cutest part of this cosplay, in my opinion, is the little bunny tail. It's so cute and it's so soft. Feel how soft it is. So she's got a little bunny tail. Very, very cute. Now this one comes with a few accessories. Comes with the boot covers. Now you'll probably notice in the anime she has kind of bunny feet that stick out, so you can modify these and cut the toes out and things if you wanted to do that. But they are thigh-high boot covers in this gorgeous purple colour, and they come with the little button on as well, so you could just use them to cover boots or even regular shoes, or as I say, you could modify them. Any of these can be modified in your own way, so if you want to add a little twist. Yeah, so that's the boot covers. And then it also comes with the headpiece. Don't take how it looks on me as how it will actually look, but it's the very fluffy headpiece. So do you mind if I just, yeah, so it just goes on like that, and it ties behind your head with the ribbon. Yeah, and then of course you can't miss out on her ears. They come on a headband and they are fully posable, so however you want to pose those ears, that's how they'll look. And they have the fluffy white that matches the rest of the costume, and then they have this more faux leather type of material, but the pink of the ears. You're quite interested in that one. I think it's really cute, and it's quite low effort, as I say, because it's just the one piece. Only thing I would say is you have to take off the entirety of it if you go into the bathroom. If you could figure out a way to kind of push it aside, maybe. It's just because it doesn't have fasteners in the crotch area. It doesn't have like poppers, but we could add that if you prefer. Okay. Now, I know you weren't all about anime, you actually wanted some comic things as well. So that's the one I've brought, but it is the thicker material, so I'm not sure if it would be perfect for summer events. But let me show you anyway, okay? So what it is the Scarlet Witch outfit. Let me show you what it consists of. So it has the faux leather front and the accents on the shoulders. This is a top and it has the belt buckle. So it's got the zip down the back, but the top actually velcros to the skirt because it's not a full skirt. So the skirt is more of like a skirt cape, if that makes sense. And you wear black leggings underneath. That's it. So it's got the skirt cape and then the long sleeves with the finger loops. So we would make sure that the sleeves are the perfect size so they're not pulling or anything when you've got your fingers through. But it is a very nice cosplay. The colours and everything are just beautiful. As I say, it is a thicker material and it is long sleeved, so I don't think it would be perfect for summer comic cons and things just because you will overheat. Maybe photo shoots, somewhere where you can get in and out of it quickly. And then it comes with the belt. This is the back of the belt, and then the front of the belt like that. So that's where the belt buckle goes, and it all just slots together. The Velcro keeping it together. And of course it comes with her iconic mask as well, which we will fit perfectly to your face if you wanted this one. Fits on with elastic, which you can pop under your hair or under the wig, and it'll totally be invisible. Yeah, I mean, you can see the quality of this one, all the details and things. It's really nice quality. It's just if you want to brave the heat of it. Now on my mannequin over here, I have the Sakura Haruno one from Naruto, but you weren't so keen on it when you saw it out, were you? No. That's fine, that's just an example of what we have. It comes with lots of accessories and things as well, so. Okay, so the last one that I have to show you is Your Forger from Spy Family. Oh, it's such a good anime, I know. Okay. So this one is quite simple. It's just the black dress, but the main feature is the faux leather at the top here. It attaches with Velcro. It's really simple to put on. Just remember that these parts at the side, they kind of fall here and here. They're not meant to go on your shoulder or anything. Then it has this little metal accent piece here as well. So the dress is actually quite short when you see it like this. So it does show a little bit of leg, but on the inside it has this gorgeous rose pattern. That's one of the main features, so when you walk it will billow out and show the pattern. Very easy to put on. It has corset detail on the back, so you can do it as loose or as tight as you prefer, however you feel comfortable. And it does have a zip up the side, just so everything fits nice and snug. And again, it's an invisible zip, so once it's done, you can't even tell it's there. And that rose pattern does go through the entire dress on the inside. I think it's very pretty, this one, yes. Okay, so you don't need to make a decision now, you can choose later. I will show you some of the props that we sell as well, but as I say, next time you come and get whichever costumes you want fitted, I'll show you wigs and props and things. Okay. So these are just some examples. They don't go with any of these cosplays except for the Sakura one, if you wanted to do that. So for any Naruto or ninja ones, we have these throwing stars. They're made of plastic and they're blunt. Our props are always like that, and if you have firearm props, they always have the orange tip. That is something that most Comic Cons, big conventions, they always need you to have the orange tip on firearms, just so you can tell they're not real. And with any weapons that you're taking, they have to be concealed until you get inside the convention, just so people aren't accidentally calling police and things thinking you're walking around with 3 giant samurai swords. And so we also sell these. I believe these are called kunai. It's been a while since I've watched Naruto. But we do the white and we do the red. Again, plastic, lightweight, blunt. And they also have the loops on the end, so you can attach them to your cosplay if you just want it as a visual prop rather than something you're going to use. Yeah, I think these are great. And they have this really authentic looking wrapping around the handles as well. Again, for any Naruto cosplayers, you also need the headband. So we do the Konoha headband, we do all of the other ones that you would want, as well as the ones that are crossed out for Akatsuki and things, yeah. And these are totally adjustable. So let me open it and show you. You basically just tie it like a bandana around your head, and it can be any size. Let me show you. So you just put it around your forehead and then tie it. Yeah, really easy. You can wear it around the neck as well if the character does that. Yeah. And the reason I measured your eyes and things in such detail is for things such as eye patches. So this eye patch fastens with Velcro like that. We do have some that are just elastic as well, but this one is quite snug and secure, but it also means you can take it off easily. I don't recommend wearing an eye patch for a full day, as it does alter your vision and it will eventually give you a headache. So eye patch for things like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's or CL Phantom Eye, things like that. So this one is for the right eye, I believe. So you just wear it like that. And then things like glasses we also sell. So these ones are for Monty from Five Nights at Freddy's. These are quite wild. You could just have them for everyday use as well if you just fancy being a bit of a rock star. Yeah, they're very cool. Very lightweight and just a really nice little prop to have as an add-on. Just kind of a nod to that character. Yeah. Okay, well that's everything I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed our little session. As I say, please come back and we will tailor fit whichever cosplays you choose. We'll try on some wigs and look at some more props